Hello Barn Gang and welcome to this month's Member Spotlight. This month I am going to introduce you to Susan Heldoorn. Susan has been a Barn Gang member since 2019. Susan was born in Boston, Massachusetts, and currently lives in LA, Canada, California. Susan has two younger sisters. One is also an equestrian, and Susan jokingly says the other one went astray and is a cat lover. Susan has been married to her husband John for 52 years. Susan shared with me that her husband is now in the advanced stages of Alzheimer's, and she is his primary caregiver. Susan said times are very difficult right now. Susan and John had two boys. One child, Jeff, passed away at the age of 10 due to health issues. Their other son, Dan, is also fighting a medical illness. It was at the loss of her son Jeff that Susan started riding horses with her sister.
Susan was a junior high, senior high, and middle school substitute teacher for 20 years. She also worked in special education, and Susan said she loved her job. Susan's favorite color is blue, and in her spare time she enjoys crafting and reading and watching the TV show The Sopranos. She says the show reminds her of her extended family. After all, she is an Italian from the East Coast. She also enjoys taking care of her two dogs that she rescued. She said taking care of them brings her great joy. I asked Susan if she could travel anywhere in the world. Where would that be? Susan wants to go to New Zealand. Susan said she would have loved to have met Elvis Presley when he was young. Susan said her favorite food to eat is anything she don't have to prepare. Now that sounds like a plan to me. But if she has a sweet tooth, she is headed for the milk chocolate. All right, Miss Susan, let's talk horses. Susan doesn't currently own any horses, but over the years, Susan says she has owned 4 wonderful horses. 3 saddlebred horses and 1 handsome Pleasure Tennessee walking horse. When I asked Susan what her favorite division was, she said without a doubt the amateur 5-gaited division. Susan shared with me that she actually had 2 favorite places to show at. She said she really liked the California Futurity when it was held in Los Angeles at the L.A. County Fair. And then she said the Del Mar Horse Show. She said the people there were always so nice and the atmosphere was wonderful. I asked Susan what it was about the American saddlebred that she liked. She said their look and their attitude. She said in her opinion, they are the most beautiful and athletic of all breeds. She said when you see them with their elegant necks, their sparkling eyes, and that undeniable presence, you know you are seeing a very special breed of horse. Susan, I cannot tell you how much I have enjoyed seeing your horse pictures. I am sure that was a quick trip down memory lane for you. But there is one more thing I would like to know. What is your favorite saying? Susan replied, once you rack, you will never go back. Could you share with us what it is that you like about being a member of the Barn Gang? Susan said seeing all the show pictures, the barn candid shots, hearing about Dina's clients, family and friends, and their horses. The Barn Gang helps me feel connected to the American saddlebred world even though I am thousands of miles away. I am thrilled to be a member. Susan, is there anything else you would like to share with us?
I was very fortunate to buy 2 amazing horses from Rob Tanner and then Dina. My most successful show horse was Decorate, whom I bought from Dina as a 3-year-old. Decorate was by C.H. Foxfire's Prophet and Callaway's Johnny Gillen was her dame's grandsire. She was gorgeous and every inch a show horse. We won lots of wonderful ribbons of all colors. We won some memorable trophies, too. In 1998, we were the first winners of the Ellen Scripps Davis Perpetual Trophy, presented to us by Michelle McFarlane in memory of her mother's passing. After Decorates retired from the show ring, I taught her to trail ride. Our trail rides were sometimes as exciting as the show ring, but she always brought me back to the barn. After every ride, we would go into the center of the ring and pick up a blue ribbon, without fail. She was with me until she was 25. I miss her every single day. When I was horse shopping at Dina's, I was riding Decorate in the barn aisle. I remember trotting off and Dina shouting, "Don't cluck to her." I understood why when she and I became a team. As I said, every inch a show horse. And we had the best blacksmith in the whole world. No one could ever replace Dave. I also remember a very sweet little girl, Alyssa, giving carrots to all of the horses in the barn. And now she has a sweet little girl of her own. All of these memories are so vivid, and because of the barn gang, I still feel a part of that world. I stopped riding 2 years ago at 71 years old. Being a caregiver is a 24-hour job, and I thought it best to play it safe. Now and then, I visit Altadena stables and try not to envy the riders. I live vicariously through the accomplishments of my friends here in CA, and the ones I wish I could visit with in person in the barn gang. Well, barn gang, I hope you enjoyed meeting Miss Susan Heldoorn, and I will see everyone next month for another barn gang member spotlight.